Good morning, precious saints and those who support us. Who likes my night shirt? Can you see it's got little sheep on it? Scripture. Yeshua HaMashiach, our black Lord and Saviour, the Christ, the living God. He said, and I know my sheep, and they hear my voice, and another they will not follow. Obviously, I used to follow another voice, having schizophrenia, mad. I'm sure a lot of us do, but once we hear his voice, we never ever go back, you know. It's 11:52 a.m. here in England. I'm just getting ready to go and see my support worker downstairs. I live in a house, it's from a charity called Hestia, which is for people coming out of the mental health system and learning to live semi-independently. It's a lovely big house in the suburbs, not in like a bad area, made into 4 flats or apartments for any of our American cousins watching. The rent is free, it gets paid by the government because I'm not fit to work, you know. But as you can see, I do a lot of work on YouTube and on my 2 prayer sites. And you know, I've got housework, I've got a kitten now. We just had a bit of scrambled egg and my last slice of bread and my last cup of coffee for breakfast. Managed to borrow £20 today, so that should last me until Monday till I get paid. I'm about £800 in debt. Lucky I have a good friend that's middle class and retired. Him and his wife are retired now, and he had quite a good job as a civil servant, you know. So is happy to lend me money, although I think he's starting to get a bit fed up with it because it's been going on so long, you know. I really have to fill in my form for PIP, that's Personal Independent Payment, from the DSS, Department of Social Security. And then I hope to get it back daily because there's quite a few people on my Facebook, new friends, especially from Kenya today, that I'd really like to help out. But what Yeshua is saying to me, teach them and tell them to teach themselves to keep the laws, statutes and commandments given to Moses, and then he will keep his promises to you. If we're faithful to Elohim, our creator, he'll be faithful to us, you know. That's the Torah, what Prophet Moses brought, and he was given the power to split the Red Sea, you know, and to bring the plagues, Ashamana, Tiawana, Akatiawana, to bring the plagues on Pharaoh. And we're in spiritual Egypt now all over the world, aren't we, you know? Some of us are breaking free. It's like Bob Marley, who was astray into Rastafari religion, same as I was said. We've got to free ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And that is true, but without Ahaya, the great I am that I am, our Heavenly Father, we haven't got a hope in hell of freeing our minds. My support worker who is in the little office downstairs, she is lovely. She's a Muslim lady, but not a wrong one. Maybe she just hasn't had time to read the Quran and doesn't realise how wrong it is, you know. She knows I'm Christian and she thoroughly supports that. She can see how good it's been for my mental health. She stuck up for me with my psychiatrist doctor when we had the meeting a few months ago on they have a special thing that you can have video conference. My psychiatric nurse, who's meant to be a Christian, wanted me to stay on the injection for schizophrenia, but I said to the psychiatrist lady, you know, the doctor, the side effects are too heavy. You can see since Yeshua, or Jesus, because they don't understand his real names, his true Hebrew names, has been helping me. I've been a lot better. And I said to her, no offence to your doctors, I think it's true there is a chemical imbalance or something in my mind. I think it's in the frontal cortex. But you don't understand the true reasons are spiritual. Schizophrenia is demon possession. But the mental health team are starting to listen to me. Every time I see them, I used to hate it. I never used to turn up for my appointments, you know. But now I use it as a testimony. My whole living life is a testimony. So I talked to my support worker. She's originally from an African nation. I think it might be Mali. I remember we were talking about Mali one day. That's where Timbuktu is, and there's a song in Ireland, Show Me the Way to Timbuktu. And it makes me laugh, man. Have you heard some of these racist white people that say to Africans in their country, why don't you go back and live in the trees like monkeys? And yet, while we were in the Dark Ages in Europe, in Timbuktu, there was massive centres of learning. Priests and kings and workers from Ireland travelled to Timbuktu, and from all over the world. And I think it was the Hebrews, you know. 11:57. I better go. It's not rude to be late. Like to be polite. Bye for now. God bless.